Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show and Monday Night Football update show. We'll get to the Monday night game in just a moment, and we'll talk about the Sunday night game. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football Week 6 trivia question. It's a Bills trivia question. Which team was Marv Levy head coach for before the Buffalo Bills? And I will have the answer later on the podcast. I will have it. Um, right now, we're going to recap the Sunday night game. And it was in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joe Burrow made just enough plays, and the Maligan Bengals defense stepped up and delivered a much-needed victory that gave Cincinnati some hope after a dismal start. Burrow scored on a career-long 47-yard run in the opening possession, and Chase Brown added a game-clinching 30-yard touchdown run one play after his fumble, luckily ruled out of bounds in a 17-7 victory over the New York Giants on Sunday night. We really needed it, Burrow said, after the Bengals improved to 2-4. I don't want to say we would have been out of it if we lost, but we'd be scratching and clawing the rest of the way of the year. Excuse me. We still really are, but it's good that it's good to get a win. Great to see our defense step up like that. They've taken some heat the last couple of weeks, but they played awesome tonight. Evan McPherson made a go-ahead 37-yard goal in the third quarter after a botched snap and hold contributed to him missing a potential game-winning kick after a week earlier. Rookie Tyrone Tracy ran for a 1-yard touchdown for the Giants, who are now 2-4, who are winless at home in 3 games after one scored one touchdown and have one scored one touchdown. Excuse me. They failed to take advantage of the Bengals defense that came in ranked 31st in the league scoring. The Giants punted 4 times in the first half. In the second half, they turned it over on downs twice, and Greg Joseph missed 2 field goal attempts. The high-scoring Bengals were coming off a heartbreaking 41-38 overtime loss to visiting Baltimore, their second defeat this season, in which Burrow and the offense put up more than 30 points. McPherson's missed kick contributed to the defeat, but the Bengals also could not stop the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. This time, Cincinnati was led defensively by Trey Hendrickson, who had 2 sacks, and linebacker Jermaine Pratt, who intercepted Daniel Jones near the goal line in the first quarter after former Giant B.J. Hill hit Jones while throwing. We just knew we had to come out and play our type of football, Hill said. We were better at it. We're still not perfect. Still got a long way to go, but we can build off this win. After Tracy's TD run tied the game, the Bengals quickly retook the lead as Burrow danced in the backfield to give himself time to find Jamar Chase on a 33-yard pass to the Giants. 37. McPherson converted his go-ahead field goal with 41 seconds left in the quarter. New York had a chance to tie the game soon after, but Joseph missed a field goal attempt when a kick took a hard left as it neared the uprights. The Giants had one more chance to tie it late in the fourth quarter, but a crossing pass to Darius Slayton was broken up by DJ Turner. The Giants, who had not scored a touchdown in their first 10 quarters at home this season, finally found the end zone on Tracy's 1-yard run with 5:48 left in the third quarter. It capped a 16-yard play, 79 drive that featured 2 fourth-down conversions by Tracy. Burrow put the Bengals ahead with his legs after scrambling for a first down on the third play from scrimmage. He was not touched in the rumbling 47 yards for a TD on 3rd and 18. I saw an opening, saw it was man coverage, said Burrow, who led the Bengals with 55 yards rushing on 4 carries. I was able to squeak through there and find the end zone. Burrow's previous long run was 23 yards twice in a career that started in 2020. The Giants played without playmaking rookie receiver Malik Neighbors, who was out with a concussion, and starting running back Devin Singletary, who was out with a groin injury for the second straight week, and Neighbors' absence showed. We didn't score enough points offensively. It starts with me, Coach Brian DeBall said. It's hard to win games when you score 7 points, and that's the reality of it. Jones went 22 of 41, carries and attempts for 205 yards, and he also led New York with 56 yards rushing on 11 carries. Burrow has similar numbers, 19 of 28 for 208 yards, but it was good enough when it mattered. Now, there were injuries. Bengals Burrow was evaluated in the sideline medical tent after a big hit by Brian Burns, but returned on the next series. Giants Slayton was evaluated for a concussion and returned. Well, the Bengals will be at Huntington Bank Field on Sunday to take on our Cleveland Browns, and the Giants host their former star running back Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles next Sunday. But Cincinnati just had the better game. The Giants struggled just offensively and defensively, so I got to give the game balls to the Cincinnati Bengals for Joe Burrow, his passing game. 19 of 28 carries and attempts, 208 yards. And his rushing game, 4 attempts, 55 yards, 1 touchdown. And T. Higgins, 7 receptions, 77 yards. So that's the recap of the Sunday night game. I'll get to Monday Night Football in just a moment. But right now, it is time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football Week 6 trivia question. And it is a Bills trivia question, as I said. Which team was Marv Levy head coach for before the Bills? And if you said the Kansas City Chiefs, you are correct. Levy coached the Chiefs from 1978 to 1982, and the Bills from 1986 to 1997. Though he failed to make the playoffs with the Chiefs, he did pull a terrible team up to average. With the Bills, he turned an equally terrible team into an excellent one. He finished his coaching career with a record of 154, 120-0, and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2001. I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, which most likely will be for Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night Football pregame show. So stay tuned for that. Right now, it's Monday Night Football, Week 6. We have a great AFC East rival matchup going on right now for you tonight. The Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets are squaring off at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And right now it's 13-10 Buffalo. Second quarter, 6:54 to go till halftime. And Buffalo's about to kick off. And Pass's extra point got blocked with that previous touchdown. And that's why it's 13-10. And the Bills are favored by as many as 2.5 points to win tonight's game against the Jets, who fired their head coach Robert Saleh, on Tuesday last week after a 6-point loss to the undefeated Minnesota Vikings in London. Both teams are riding a 2-game losing streak into Monday night's contest after the Bills fell to the Texans on a last-second field goal 1 week after a blowout loss in Baltimore. While this matchup already had enough intrigue between two struggling teams. Super Bowl between two struggling Super Bowl hopefuls. Excuse me. And it's even more compelling after after the Jets fired Saleh on Tuesday. Historically, it's been a slightly favorable spot to bet on a team after it fires their coach mid-season. That makes sense on the surface, especially if the team is late in a frustrating campaign and has all but given up on the outgoing boss. I'm not sure I see a boost for the New York Jets. That's what the media said, which ranked fourth in EPA and play allowed 0.19 under its defensive-minded head coach through the first 5 weeks of the season. Interim head coach Jeff Yobrick will still call plays for the defense in addition to his new game day responsibilities, while Todd Downey will now take over the play calling duties for the offense in a demotion for Nathaniel Hackett. That particular move uh, might be good long term, but it all feels like a bit too much at once for a team that just got back from London. Another spot that has historically been profitable to bet against over the years, and so. But do expect Buffalo to. Was already having a big game, but the Jets really need to step it up. And I've got my buddy Matt Blumberg, who lives out in Portland, Oregon. Matt, what are your thoughts on this game between Buffalo and the Jets tonight? Because it's 13-10 right now with 6:48 left in the to go to halftime, and the Jets have the ball. It's a 2nd and 10. The Jets. What are your thoughts on this game between Buffalo and the Jets tonight?
Well, I'll tell you something, my friend. I'm gonna go on the line and take the Jets. I'm just gonna go for take the Jets because I just see because I have family that's from Buffalo. My cousin one of my cousin's husband's from Buffalo. So
All right, well,
and then I'd like to see the Jets win this game, but I'm not getting my hopes up. So
yeah. Oh, and Aaron Rodgers is playing tonight in this game. I'm surprised. I am surprised. I guess he was good enough to go. So, Aaron Rodgers, the Jets quarterback. But the Jets defense really needs to step it up, and so does their offensive line. And we'll have to see what happens in this game tonight. Right now, Matt, I know. Yeah.
Also, because both teams are doing okay, but they're not doing great.
No, the Bills are 3-2. The Jets are 2-3. And after they had a little bit of a dismal setback after their week 1 win, but they've managed to come back and be over 500. Right now, I know I'm getting off track right now, and right now. There's game 1 of the ALCS between the Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees, and right now it is not boding well for the Guardians right now, as they are down 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th, and the Yankees are batting, and the Guardians have not been able to get on the board. Matt, it does not look good in this first game for the Guardians right now.
I'll tell you the key. Well, the key is their offense hasn't got really much in this series.
No, they have not. You're right.
Their pitching hasn't done great because they throw a lot of wild pitches. So they need to step it up and get something going. Because we don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, they do.
That's my theory on this issue.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We have to pick it up. We don't pick it up, and the Yankees will take game 1 of the series because.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. You are absolutely right.
The Yankees offense has done pretty well in this game so far.
And I agree wholeheartedly with you on that. I do agree.
Don't like it, but
I don't like it either, but the Yankees have always given the Guardians a very rough way to go. And my prediction with this series, although the Yankees are favored for it, I am saying Guardians in 6. That is my prediction with this series. I don't know about you, but that's basically what I'm saying. And
I don't like how I win the series, just long to win the series.
the Jets had a penalty at third. Actually, you hold that. It was 3rd and 15 at the Buffalo 43. Aaron Rodgers sacked at the New York Jets 49 for 8 yards. And right now it's 4th and 23 at the New York Jets. I think it's going to be 4th at the Buffalo 43 or 23. Excuse Buffalo 20. And the Jets still have the ball. And there's 3:46 to go till halftime. Jets still trailing by a field goal, 13-10. We'll see. Can the Jets hold on and get? Can the Jets rally and come from behind and win this, or do the Bills get another win and go to 4-2? And Morstead punts 51 yards to the end zone. Hennessy for the touchback. The Bills now have the ball, and it's a 1st and 10 at the for Buffalo with 2:49 left to go until halftime. So we'll see if Buffalo can hold on and go to 4-2, or do the Jets rally and get the win and go to 3-3. I want to thank my guest, Matt Blumberg, for being on with me. Matt, thank you so much. That's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show, Monday Night Football update show. We'll have to see if the Guardians can hold on and get the win, and we talked about that, so I'll wrap it up for that as well. I'll be back with the Monday Night Football postgame show, Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football postgame show, once the game between the Jets and the Bills has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.
So far.